we're back today for another headphone comparison test.
I love these tests. It's fun to hear the headphones sound different. What headphones will we listen to today?
Today we have an interesting and slightly weird lineup of headphones for you.
Well, this is a weird show.
It sure is. First, we have the intriguing Teaks, which have previously been available to purchase on Massdrop. These are full-sized circumoral headphones with ear cups that come in a variety of different types of wood, including ebony, rosewood, and this, teak wood. These are part of the same family of Foster headphones, like the Fostex TH-600 and 900, and the famous but discontinued Denon D series, including the D2000, 5000, and 7000. The Teaks are very lightweight, have very comfortable ear pads, and have biocellulose drivers.
I am intrigued.
I love the Teaks. These are my favorite in the entire line of Foster headphones. Much better than the Fostex TH-900.
You know, you were a little rough on the TH-900s.
I was?
I want to rip these headphones off my head and launch them into orbit around the planet.
Next, the newest headphone we have in this test is the Sony Z7 Mark II with its large 70mm drivers and a lot of technology borrowed from the flagship Sony Z1R.
This is getting interesting.
We also have the Tascam TH-02 studio monitor headphone. Although these look like full-sized headphones, they are actually on-ear headphones because they really do press directly on your ears. They are extremely lightweight and guess how much they cost?
$1,000.
No, not even close.
$5?
Actually, you're not far off. They are currently, get this, $16 on Amazon.
Wow.
And I want to thank our good friend Metal571 for his suggestion to include the Sennheiser HD6XX in these tests.
Why did he ask us to include it?
The Sennheiser 6XX is identical to the Sennheiser HD650, a truly fantastic headphone. This is a headphone that many audiophiles have or are familiar with, including some of you watching this video.
You know, that liquid metal guy is right.
You mean Metal571?
Right. The 6XX is a great example of what a headphone should sound like.
I agree.
Now I need to go outside.
Outside? Well, anyway, the 6XX is only $199 on Massdrop right now. This is a really great deal for what is considered a classic, high-quality headphone.
Very nice.
And finally, we have a headphone that came out around the same time that the internet first started becoming popular, the year 1996. I give you the iconic Sony CD1700.
That is a long time ago. Can you tell us more?
Well, these are 32 ohm headphones with 50mm biocellulose drivers, and they are said to be a distant relative of the iconic Sony R10.
What is the R10?
It's the headphone in the background there. It's my favorite headphone of all time.
How nice! I will get it for your birthday.
And that's impossible.
Why?
Grover, the Sony R10 is impossible to find. Only 2,000 were ever made, and less than that are still around.
So it is very rare.
That's true. But at least today, we do have the R10's far cheaper distant cousin, the CD1700. Okay, let's get started on the test. Now, where's Mr. Ears?
Oh, he left a note. He says he is walking with Santa in a, winter wonderland.
What are you guys doing? Will both of you come inside, please?
Looks cold out there.
All right, Mr. Ears is here, so let's get to the headphone test.
Bert?
Yeah?
He's still wearing his earmuffs.
Do you mind taking those off?
Much better.
Okay, let's get started. Now we are going to play the same music we played during the last headphone test. I'll put a link to that test in the description below. By playing the same music, you can compare the sounds of the headphones in this test to the headphones we used last time.
Excellent. Do people need to wear their headphones?
Oh yes, for this part of the video, please put on your headphones. Let's start with the Emu Teaks. The bass on the Emu Teaks does not have the same extension, impact, or quality as their older brother, the Fostex TH-900. And the soundstage on the TH-900 is exceptionally wide, especially for a closed headphone. The soundstage on these is, well, about average. I mean, it's good, but it's not the same level of width as the TH-900. But these headphones are not harsh in the highs. The TH-900 has a lot of sizzle, a lot of sibilance in the highs, some people say. Not so with these. These are just silky smooth. An excellent, excellent headphone.
I like these.
Now we have Sony's latest high-end headphone, the Sony Z7 Mark II. The Z7 Mark II are a bit of a darker headphone with a slight treble peak that you can hear in the music. They don't have the same soundstage or imaging as the Z1R, but then again, they are only a fraction of the price.
Fascinating.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Next is the Tascam TH-02. Now, you may notice that there's a slight gap between the headphone cushion and Mr. Ears' head here. And that's because these are a supraoral or on-ear headphone. They are not a circumoral or around-ear headphone. So there is a little bit of space there. And this is just the way they fit, so we are going to record them as they are.
Interesting sound.
Well, that's not exactly what I would call a hi-fi sound, but they're $16.99, and for that price, I gotta say, they're not bad. Next is the Massdrop HD6XX, which is essentially an HD650. Now this is a true classic in the headphone world. The 650's been around a long time, along with its brother, the HD600. and many people say that the sound these headphones produce is very close to the ideal sound, the way headphones should portray music. Let's see how it does.
I'm very curious to hear these. These do sound really good.
And finally, the Sony CD1700. Before, I said that these are a distant cousin of the Sony R10. And let me clarify, although they do have a few similarities with that headphone, they are not as good. I mean, the R10 is just in another league. Now, I remember back in the 90s, one of the most talked about headphones was the Sennheiser HD580. That line of headphones still exists in the present day with the HD600, 650, and most recently, Sennheiser's HD660S. Sony's CD line of headphones, however, is no longer around. But believe me, in the late 90s, this was a very talked about headphone.
Huh!
Let's have a listen. Oh, I should mention that we have another guest today from the 90s. You might recognize him.
Elmo loves the 90s. Miss the 90s.
Well, that's it for this test. Which headphone was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, please subscribe to support this channel, and we'll see you again soon with more headphone reviews.
What are you doing?